Alright, so this is going to be my second video that I promised to get here soon. I'm going to try and release videos a little bit more regularly to keep you guys updated, because there's a lot of stuff I want to mention with a lot of cryptocurrencies, mostly masternode ones that I think look crazy promising. So the first thing that I want to mention here is ZenCash. The reason why is because they just had their live stream about 2 days ago there, I believe. Yeah, November 22nd. They hold these about twice a week, a weekly or a bi-weekly live stream, and if you have a stake or interest in ZenCash, I highly suggest checking them out. They are crazy informative, and I have to say I just love this crypto. I really love ZenCash, and in a short time, the value, it's dipped of course, but it's gone up quite a bit. It's proved very resilient, and it's very cutting edge stuff. And more than that, I love the team and the way they operate. And don't get me wrong, I'm involved in I have a stake. I bought into a lot of different cryptocurrencies, some a little bit, some more so, like ZenCash. I've invested a larger amount of my funds. And everyone's different, and not to say these guys are the absolute best, but they have some of the best communication I've ever seen from a group. Their dev team is very active. They're very responsive to any concerns of the community. They hold things like these bi-weekly meetings to give regular updates, not just from a development perspective, but like overall all the different things that they're doing. So if you don't remember, if you're not familiar, what is ZenCash? It's a privacy-based cryptocurrency that's a fork of Zcash. So because of that, it uses what's known as the Zero Coin protocol, I believe, or Zcoin, something like that. It says right here in their white paper. Now, where is that? Yeah, zero knowledge technology, which, there's a debate as to what's better, like zero knowledge, which things like ZenCash and Zcash use, or Monero uses like some kind of circle ring cryptography. It's back and forth, but some people claim that this one's better. I've researched a bit on both. I mean, truth be told, understanding the nitty-gritties outside of my skill set. But, I see how they both have their advantages. But ZenCash, again, very cutting-edge stuff in many respects here. Like I mentioned before, there's a lot of things they're doing that are really exciting. The secure nodes being one of the most exciting for me and people interested in investing that way. It's a secure node's a lot like a master node. You run the node, help secure the network, process stuff, and you get payments. What else there? Oh yeah, they talk about how there's going to be a treasury fund, how they're promoting value for it, and really there's a lot of work going. They're integrating a lot of interesting stuff. They have private messaging that they've been putting into ZenCash, and that integrates with IPFS. If you're not familiar with that, IPFS is kind of like a type of, I don't know, file sharing, information sharing type protocol, kind of like they mentioned, similar to HTTP, but it's supposed to be much more efficient, But this all runs off the ZenCash blockchain for, a kind of like privacy, for private end-to-end encryption messages. And yeah, there's just a lot of exciting stuff there. So this was the Q&A, or not the QA, the bi-weekly update they did. As you can see, it's very long, but just broad picture, some of the things they went over was like how their team's growing, updates they're doing, the development, integrations they're doing and updating their secure nodes, how they're going to update their roadmap, how they're marketing themselves. Again, just all very impressive stuff there. So, they talked about, oh yes, this one of the interesting things they talked about, they're making a ZenCash mobile app, very exciting, More and more cryptos are going that way, where they're adding mobile capability, which is genius, because, everyone likes the convenience of being able to securely, safely manage a cryptocurrency from your cell phone. So, I mean, that's a great thing right there. They're talking about their new wallet that they're making, the Horizon wallet. I don't think it's finished just yet, but it's going to be soon. It has some impressive features there. You know, like it'll integrate with secure nodes, paper wallet, export, other things. It's going to be very GUI based, which is great. Which, if you're not familiar, GUI's graphical user interface is what that means. Let's see what else they talk about. They mentioned something else here. Oh yeah, proposal system. That's similar like to TerraCoin or Dash, where people will be able to make proposals into the network. Another exciting thing. Oh yeah, and this is an interesting one. How they're partnering up with a company called FlowCrypt. They're a company that they offer like end-to-end secure encryption for like email and businesses and stuff like that. I forgot how they said they're partnering up with them, but they have some kind of partnership. So that just shows how more people are becoming interested in ZenCash there. Oh yeah, and here's some of the updates they're talking about, like all the thing that they're adding to it, like domain fronting to, help secure the network, how they're working in IPFS, end-to-end secure messaging stuff there. And yeah, how they were launched on a new platform called Storm. I forgot what it was, but it's basically it's some kind of platform that got the more exposure to people there. Yeah, like they said with that alone, they got almost 5,000 new people into their newsletters. So lots of different things there, and they're talking about the secure nodes. This is probably the part that's going to be the biggest interest to anyone who wants to run a secure node. The secure nodes are very exciting. Like I said, it's like running a master node. You help secure the network, process things on the network, and then you get paid for it. I think they said they're anticipating or hoping for about 2,000 secure nodes when the network goes live. And of course, there's no way to predict for sure. We just need to wait and see. Currently, it's 42 ZenCash for one secure node, which is quite a bit in and of itself because it's up to $28 right now. I am going to say though, if you want to run a ZenCash secure node, now or soon is probably going to be your best time. If you didn't buy it before when it was cheaper, this is probably some of the cheapest it's going to be. I mean, they did say the secure nodes, they're going to take a little while longer because, it's a lot of work. They have a lot of things going into it. I know originally they were hoping to aim for a launch date of this month. But, there's a couple things that they had to figure out. It's very complex work, like they need to make sure that the API systems and whatnot work properly. But they said basically they're aiming for, I think they said like a mainnet or public release, like, sometime beginning of next month, and 2 weeks after that starting payments. So you're probably looking like middle end of December is when you can expect the system to fully be working and for them to start doing payouts and stuff like that. And yeah, there's just other stuff like they want people to interact, share with each other, how they're going to handle secure nodes. Just other stuff about other partnerships and more people becoming interested in it. And this is what impresses me is how they're really trying to do an outreach. Like some cryptos don't always do as active marketing, but ZenCash is really hitting the marketing hard, which is genius. Like they're biggest and most well-known here in the US, but they have people that they're hiring to go ahead and help make them basically spread the word about ZenCash in like Russia and parts of Europe and stuff like that. Like they even had another guy in here who's talking about how he's engaging Italian-speaking people, in places like Italy and whatnot, to help generate interest there, inside of other countries, Germany, that's another market. It's just, yeah, here's the part mentioning, that they're working on getting the interest of the Italian market, Oh, and there's something interesting, how you can become a Zen country lead. They say you can reach out to this Jane at Zen Systems if you're interested in repping Zen in your area. Anyone's interested, I mean, remember, there is a commitment to it. They're saying 8 to 15 hours per week, but you'll have support from the Zen team, helping to generate interest for ZenCash. Anyone's interested in it, if you're legitimately interested in it, I suggest checking it out. I might be doing it myself just because I love this project just that much, And then they gave you marketing stats, and basically where's the main interest coming from, US, Russia, UK, how the numbers keep growing and more people keep showing interest in ZenCash. These different events that they're attending, they've been invited to at different parts of the world there. And then this is one thing I like too. You spend like a good 20 minutes answering various questions, from different people, including myself there. So if you're interested in this, I'll try to remember to leave a link to the video down in the description below so you can check it out. But yeah, like I said, very promising. I really like ZenCash a lot, truly. Like I said, I've bought a stake into a lot of different projects, and ZenCash isn't the only promising one. There's a ton of crypto projects that I bought cryptos in that I think will take off in the near future and the long term. I think they're going to do great. But ZenCash is definitely one of them. But again, I love how they handle things. I love the team. I love, they have an active community. I love the engagement. I really like the things like the bi-weekly reports. That really helps give reassurance to the community, more so than I've seen with a lot of other cryptos. Not to say you need that, but it helps. In the short term and in the long term, it does help, because there are other projects I'm involved in that I think long term they're going to do great, but they don't do as well as the communication like this and the engagement with the community, and I do think that hurts them, at least in the short term and maybe in the long term, with really being able to generate interest in taking off as well as I know they can, because they have a great product. But ZenCash understands that part of success with a product is you have to market it, you have to tell people about it, they have to tell them, hey, this is what makes ZenCash great. And this is why you might want to look at using ZenCash versus another privacy-based crypto like Zcash or Monero or, NovaCoin or whatever. So, lots of good stuff they're working on there. So yeah, anyone interested in having a node for passive income or even mining this, because I mine ZenCash occasionally with my 1070, GTX 1070. This is a great one to take a look at. It's already almost $30 right now. I mean, you might see a correction because, it had a pretty big jump there. I don't know. Might see another dip in it. But as we get closer to the secure node launch, I'm expecting more and more that you won't see as many dips. It's probably going to hold solid closer to that, $30 a coin range. And then after that, I mean, who knows, And a lot of these other privacy-based cryptos are worth a lot, like Zcash is worth a couple hundred, Dash a couple hundred, Monero's approaching 200 now. So, and I do think in many ways ZenCash not only does what many of those do, but actually improves upon it in many respects, And not only are they focusing just on the privacy aspect, but, they got stuff like the messaging and the mobile app and whatnot. So a lot of good things coming out of this project. So anyone's interested, I highly suggest checking it out. Go to their website, watch their videos, buy some, join their Discord and their Slack and get involved. And I think this one will really pay off, and I think it's just going to be a great project in general. I'm really excited for it. And I think it's a great entry into the privacy area. So anyway, I hope that you found this video to be helpful and informative. If you have any requests or anything you'd like to see next, please go ahead and feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know there, and I'll be at you soon in the next video.